I quit.
Happy Monday! How you doing, Rachelle?
I'm fantastic. I'm good. I've never, ever been better. Is that convincing?
No, it's not. It's a lie. We all know it. My name is Melody, and we're coming in through another community today, and this is Dr. Rachelle. Dr. Rachelle, yes, you earned the title. You will wear it today at least.
All right.
Hey, a little birdie told me something special happened over the weekend, like yesterday. What happened yesterday?
The Steelers lost?
That's awesome. No,
No.
no. It has something to do with birthday celebration.
Oh, yeah. You had two of your kids had birthdays this weekend.
Oh, that is true. I had my babies. One of them turned 12 and one of them turned 3 because they are the bookends. And also your book birthday turned 1. Can you hold that book up, please?
I can.
Dr. Rachelle?
Would you stop? This one.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh
Happy birthday to you. Hold it up.
Okay.
Happy book birthday to you. Happy book birthday to you. That's so cool. And we had to do it because our community here is unconventional, and thrive in EDU. So we had to celebrate. Happy book birthday to you, Dr. Rachelle. How do you feel about that?
I feel, I'm not lying when I say I feel fantastic right now because you singing to me was very sweet and I appreciate the singing. And it also made me slightly sad because I really want to be back in Nashville with our karaoke with Alexis, Dr. Joy, and Dr. Sarah.
Yeah, thank you for making me sad. You know what? This is my country. Speaking of, this is my country music singer look. I really feel like a chubby country singer today. And so I'm so glad you said that. And we have a really good show today because we have another book birthday to celebrate, but like a book in infancy to celebrate. Do you want to talk about our guest who's coming up?
Yeah, our guest is amazing for so many reasons. And I've been fortunate to meet her and connect with her through Twitter. And it's crazy how big the world is, but how small it is sometimes because we have like the same circles. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance to meet her in person, like physically in person until like today. I guess this counts. This is close enough. So Jillian is here to join us today to talk about all things and definitely to talk about her new book, which I had hoped to have right now. So welcome. We're excited to have you. I have actually been looking forward to seeing you and talking with you all weekend. And then today I was very excited too. So good to have you.
Same here. Thanks, you guys. This is exciting. This is like a true party. This is like...
Yeah. Can you please hold your book up?
Me? Hold my book up?
Yes.
Sure.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy book birthday to you. Because your book just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago. Just came out. The process, yeah, it was crazy. It was so fast. But such just a huge, just joyful thing in my life. So
yes. Yeah. Tell us we're streaming in through YouTube, we're streaming in through Twitter and a couple of Facebook communities. For those people who aren't familiar with your work, tell us about you first, your background, and then we're going to talk about your amazing book.
Okay. Well, I am a educator. I've been teaching elementary school for 20 years. I like to say 2 decades because I think that sounds like a little more classy. So 2 decades. And no, I just love life. I'm a wife and a mom and a new author and illustrator and just a big dreamer. So that's me. I live in Clearwater, Florida. So nice. I am sweating in my sweater right now because it's like 75 degrees outside. So I know you're snowed in. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, 75 degrees. I don't even remember what that feels like. Okay. Well, the cool thing about your book, hold it up again, Live Seashells. Yeah. You are the author, you are the illustrator, and come on, this was fast. This was like, you're like just thinking about it and then all of a sudden, boom. So tell us a little bit about like the process and tell us about your book.
Well, so this story, basically when we came home with, not with COVID, but we came home from COVID back in March. You know, we thought, oh, we're going back after spring break. Well, it was my little project over spring break. I was just going to write a couple of stories. That's just my thing. I've always wanted to write a story. It's always been in my heart and my head. And I always wanted it to be kind of a tribute to my sister, who was younger than me. And she was always just the sweet, kind-hearted, compassionate spirit that I wasn't. She always just, I know. I mean, I'm a nice person, but sorry. But she just meant a lot to me. We were very close, and she was always that compassionate person that loved the differences in people and loved the things that made people unique. So I always kind of had that in the back of my mind, the back of my heart, and always wanted to kind of concentrate on that for her. And her daughter was 4 when she passed. So her daughter really didn't know her mom very well. So to do this for my niece was kind of a big thing, because now her niece has this in her hands and has shared it with all her friends and her friends' family. And it just, you know, I think it's helped her heal. It's helped me heal through that healing process. But I wrote it in March, sat on it, kept it in my Google Drive. I sent it out probably over this summer a couple of times, and I had some polite declines. So it wasn't until like, I think it was the 1st of November, I just had heard about another publisher, and I thought, well, it was actually a day that I had a sick day. That's what it was. I had a sick day. I took a personal day, and I sat out on my back patio, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to give it one more shot. And I threw it out to this publisher, and I had like a response within the hour that said, we love this story. We love it. Can we please publish your story? I'm like, sure. Do you have an illustrator? I'm like, no, but I have one in mind. Let me ask her. I asked my aunt, who's an artist, and she's like, I can't do it. I'm like, why? She goes, because you can. You can. I'm like, I don't know. So all over Thanksgiving break, pretty much, I did all the illustrations and sent it in. And within 24 hours, there it was. So it was fast. It was fast.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Barbara says, Jillian, you forgot to mention that you are so inspirational and motivational.
Oh.
Shame on you. That is inspirational. Thank you, Barbara. And we're so glad you're watching.
Oh, I'm glad she's watching too. Thanks,
so
Barbara.
It was published through Codebreaker.
Codebreaker. Brian asked
you. Yeah.
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 Yeah. And I didn't realize, like, I knew that it was fast, because I remember you posting that you had signed and you were going to do the book, and then how quickly it was out. But I didn't know that you had actually written it. Like, I had just read that yesterday or the day before. I forget now offhand. I think it was in the last 48 hours. But I thought, wow, because a book like that with those illustrations, and you're talented without a doubt. You do so much. And I love having your graphics and your images in my books too. So that's exciting for me, but just seeing it and thinking all the detail that goes into it. And I remember you doing, like, it seemed like a few days you were finishing up. And the next thing I knew, I had the email that said, hey, new book. I was like, wait, what? Like,
I know.
That was so fast. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Once you kind of jump in with, I don't know if you know Brian at all, but once you jump in with Brian, it's like full speed ahead. You don't stop. Yeah. So, but it's great. I mean, it was it's a dream, passion project. And I wasn't, you never really, when you're doing a passion project, it's not about what can I get out of it. Mm-hmm. It's how can I bless and make others feel happy, So it's like, that's truly, every time somebody has brought me a book to sign, my kids, I have a stack on my desk every morning, with little Post-it notes, and it just, that's special, that somebody wants to read her story. So that's,
and tell us a little bit about the plot and the story, if you don't mind.
So it's just a young girl. She lives at the seashore. She loves collecting shells. She loves picking up things that, she loves, I don't know, just beachcombing, but she likes picking up the shells that are broken. So she takes the ones that are broken because she knows nobody's going to collect them. Nobody feels compassion for them. So she takes them. And long story short, I mean, she ends up, she collects them, she puts them by her bedside, and she just, she just whispers to them in her little voice that let no one take away your joy, let no one take away your uniqueness. You are who you are. So celebrate the fact that, you are special, no matter what you look like, what's been broken on the outside or the inside. So just a little social emotional kind of message there, but
I wouldn't say that's little, but I think it's amazing. And I do love your artwork. That you are very talented.
Thank you.
I know.
Thanks.
Wow.
It was the first time I'd ever used, I used an iPad and Procreate and an Apple Pencil. I had always loved watercolors and acrylics when I was younger and had done a lot of sketch work with pens and ink. But then when this thing came along, I'm like, I had no idea the possibilities that you can do with all this digital work. So it's all digital, but
wow,
it's there.
I love it. And I know that if you want to follow Jillian on Twitter, I put this on the ticker. It is at Jill DuBois 22. And I have the bit.ly on the following so that you can, if you're interested in looking up this book, bit.ly/imparted joy. So we hope that you'll give it a look, see, and see if you like it. I can't wait to have it. And Rachelle has it because it just got mailed to her, right, Rachelle?
Are we going to really go there?
We're going to go there. Show us your copy, Rachelle.
Yeah, so I was really excited because I ordered it last week and couldn't wait to get it. I've been tracking it all day and said it was going to arrive by 8 p.m. And I saw that it was delivered a little while ago, and I went to the mailbox and I got the book, right? So I feel it. I'm like, feels kind of different. I wasn't going to open it, but I thought the size of this book doesn't feel quite like that type of book. And I could see the number 7 on it. And I was like, well, maybe that's the back of the book. Maybe Liv found 7 seashells. I'm not sure. So I opened it, and imagine my shock when I got 7 baby steps to a ridiculously reliable retirement income.
Oh.
So it did show that Liv's seashells was delivered. And when I clicked on Amazon to try and let them know that, they want me to send back the book about Liv. But I don't have it. I have Peter's book.
Be sure and give Peter a good review.
I hate it when they make you send it back. It's like you made the error, and now I have to go through the trouble of sending it back. Forget that. Let's give this to somebody that's watching.
Yeah, but I got to send something back. I want the book. I really wanted. I'm so mad now. I have to call customer service because I was just talking with the chat bot, and the chat bot doesn't understand that I have Dr. Daruda's book instead of your book. So, but at least he's a radio talk show host. So maybe I can take this over and be like, I don't know.
In your retirement. It's never too. I heard never too early to get that done.
Hey, if anybody cares, chapter 11 is planning for the unexpected. So
I wish that you had opened that when we were alive. Like, I'm so mad because just think, it could have been like baby steps, and we're opening it's like birthing a whole new book. I mean, just think of we're like, what is this? Like, we could have anyway. So next time.
Oh gosh!
Wait, I gotta do one more because I can't resist. Chapter 2, this ain't your father's retirement, should be this ain't Liv's seashells. Okay, that's all I'm saying. This is not, there are no illustrations in this. There's no pictures. I need pictures in the book. So,
yes.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry that happened. And I'm getting your book also. I can't wait. And while we're talking about books, and I think you might want to hold on to that, Rachelle. It sounds like it's going to be a bestseller. I love, the winter break for reading. I always feel like taking a break, getting to read whatever I want to read is such a privilege. And I'm just curious, do you guys feel like that too during winter break? Do you read it all?
Yeah. I don't know how much I'll be reading during this winter break because I have a lot of writing to do. But I do
more
have
than anybody else I know.
Yeah, I had gotten, I was waiting to get Molly and Weston Kieschnick's book. So I got that last week. So that's on my pile. And I ordered a few other books, one of which was Jillian's book. And so we'll see if I can get that one quickly.
It won't take you long to read if you get it.
Yeah.
That's the
Jillian,
good
what kind of
thing.
books do you like to read?
Okay, so well, I love, everybody loves professional development books, but honestly, when I am home on winter break, it is Danielle Steele all the way. Like all the cheesy.
Yeah, I used to love Danielle Steele.
Danielle Steele.
Mary Higgins Clark. I haven't read Danielle Steele in many, many years, but I read through those books so fast, and I was so upset when there wasn't another one and I had to wait.
Yes, I didn't realize that you liked Danielle Steele. Oh my goodness, that is so cool.
That was years ago. You mean me or Jillian?
Yeah, you, Rachelle. Jillian, I am not surprised. I feel like we're like birds of a feather. We both cuss. Did you know that about her, guys? She's so sweet, but she cusses. I love it. And we're children's authors. We're educators. Also, the only thing that really separates Jillian and myself is that she hates Arby's, but we're not really going to go into that too much because she just tried to, before we went live, she tried to tell me some horror stories about Arby's that I don't believe for a second. But anyway, tell us if you're watching, what kind of books do you like to read? So I love Danielle Steele. Ooh, Jennifer says she'll be reading Reignite the Flames by Mandy over the break.
Yep, I have that one too.
Yeah, I do too. I'm not going to read it though, because I'm going to read some romance books.
And with Danielle Steele, you can like cycle back through. You can go back through and go back to the first one, read them all over again. They're all the same story, just in different parts of the world.
That's
Jennifer's on she's on Team Arby's. Yes.
Oh, no.
I do like Arby's. I don't eat there often, but.
There you go, Jillian.
That's all right. I know.
I have the dueling. I have a book that is historical fiction. It's like the dueling dukes or the scoundrel. I can't wait. It's supposed to be super promising.
Harlequin romance.
It is one of those. It's. I think Avon put it out. To be honest with you.
Oh really?
It is super thick, and it's going to get super detailed in every way, and I just can't wait.
Oh,
okay. I'm being terrible. But also, if you're watching, yes, please tell us what books you're going to, or what are you going to do? What is something that you're looking forward to over winter break? Because it's coming up for all of us.
Extra sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else? The writing, the extra sleep, maybe Netflix.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Got to catch up on Netflix. I've been stuck on like New Girl. There's like just their little half-hour episodes on Netflix. I'd never seen it when it came out on regular TV. It's a great little show.
I used to love that. I used to watch it when it was on. I mean,
I love that show.
Years ago, but I really liked her.
Yeah.
Arby's best. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Barbara's on Team Arby's. Love it.
All right.
Okay, I could do a chicken salad.
They have really good Reuben. I had a good Reuben there a couple of years ago.
Also, Jennifer is a James Patterson fan. Yes, Alex Cross. I feel like James Patterson uses Alex Cross like he's going to victimize him if people don't buy his book. Is that what he does on commercials? Oh, goodness gracious. I'm going to have Arby's over Christmas break. I live in a small town here in Alaska. I was telling a group of kids in Fort Worth, we don't have Whataburger, which is my favorite. Whataburger. I love it. I know this is not going to be a popular opinion, but I think it's way better than In-N-Out by far better than In-N-Out. We don't have Chick-fil-A. We don't even have a KFC here or anything like we have a very, very select few of drive-throughs, and a person can only take so much of Taco Hell. I'm sorry. A person can only wake up so many times in the middle of the night with what after you eat that. So, okay, Rachelle, I'll stop. But I'm saying Arby's is one of here, and I love it. And I'm going to eat it over winter break.
Taco Bell. I don't think I've had Taco Bell in 15 years.
Me either. But
my dad had Taco Bell last week, I think.
If you have limited resources, I understand. I mean, we've got one on every corner, so we've got choices. What? Oh, Whataburger is the best.
What?
Yeah.
I have never.
Jennifer, have you lived? If you haven't had a patty melt from Whataburger.
I have not had either of those either.
I love Whataburger, but I'm from Texas.
Nor White Castle. I've seen the movie White Castle, if that counts. I've seen them in the freezer section. I got my picture taken. My dad and I drove to Milwaukee, Wisconsin for Summer Spark a couple of years ago. I said, Dad, there's an actual White Castle. So we pulled the car over and I got my picture in front of it, whatever. So it was just fun. But I didn't get anything to eat there because we had eaten and, it was my chance and I let it go. So.
Oh my gosh, you need to try everything, Rachelle. You don't even know what you're missing, but that makes me really sad for you. Like I could sing a dirge right now for you if you want me to.
You can what?
I could sing a dirge. I'm sorry, it's a funny joke between my husband and I. We talk about it's a funeral song.
Oh,
dirge.
I didn't
Really
know
what I'm talking about.
I was going to look that up. I was going to Google that. I wasn't sure.
Oh my gosh, that is so sad. I do not like In-N-Out. I think In-N-Out is so bland. I don't know how people like it. I know I'm going to get a whole bunch of hate mail over this, but I mean, I know they make their fries right there. They have all these potatoes in the window, and they just want you to see them, making all these fries. But like, put some salt on it, please. I'm sorry, I'm so ridiculous today. Anyway,
it's the sass. Ooh,
you brought the sass with you.
I started it.
It's your fault. Yes, you brought the sass.
I didn't bring the sass. I brought the anger.
Oh my goodness.
And the Amazon chatbot does not understand that I don't actually have your book right now.
Yeah, that's the sad part. It pulled it out of the wrong shelf.
I guess.
Yeah, that stinks.
I gotta check the copyright. 2012.
Every time I have had to call customer service for Amazon. They're so nice.
They are very nice. Yeah. But
they shouldn't make you send it back.
They shouldn't.
No.
It's from 2012.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
The world has changed.
He's probably so excited he sold a book.
Right. Let's give him another shout out. What is his name?
I mean, it's not his fault. It's Amazon. So seven baby steps to a ridiculously reliable retirement income.
Aww.
I mean, it is a nice book. It's a digestible. It has different steps. So
could this be a Christmas gift for somebody? Could you regift that?
Oh
no, because I put that out there that I got it by accident on Amazon.
Not everybody watches there's plenty of people like this could be a good white elephant gift if they're, if that happens for you. I don't know. Or a gag gift.
Oh,
that's true. There are people that need to hear that information.
And you should tell that you don't go a lot of places, so you won't be going to the post office to resend this back. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so all right. Did we exhaust all that we're going to do over winter break? I feel like winter break is like, I can't wait for it to happen, but then it feels like it's over, like fast. And that makes me a little bitter sometimes. Yeah. So you got to have what are you going to do?
But then you're on the down slope. It's like, okay, you made it halfway. I can get through the next half of the year,
Heck yes.
Yeah, that's true. You always wait to that break and you're like, okay, breathing time. It's nice and see what happens. Go 2021. I don't know.
I mean, I'm hopeful.
Yeah, but it's so weird. Like I was recording my podcast where I talked to myself yesterday and thinking about just this year, but then a year ago. And what I was, the things that come up in January, conferences where I see my friends or meet people in person that you've never met, you've known on Twitter, and just how different it was. And, but also try and take away like the good that has come out of this year too, in so many different ways. So that was my conversation with myself yesterday, but it was very enlightening. And I felt very good about it after.
Oh, I'm not laughing at you. Alice Keeler just texted me, why are you wearing a party hat?
Tell her it's her birthday. I don't know. It's
she took a picture. She's like, why are you wearing a party hat? Alice, come join us. Okay. I think it's great. I do have a little bit of hope for 2021, but your book, you also have a lot to look forward to. You have another book, Rachelle, coming out this Friday, launching a book that I can't wait because I contributed a little bit to it. I'm so excited. But so there's a lot to be hopeful. Tell us about your book.
Well, I will show you. just because, well, I'm excited about it because, and I don't want to talk about my book because we were talking about Jillian's book. However,
it's a good birthday.
But I know, but I will tie in everybody's contributions. And so the book is about lessons that we learned from that one kid, because we've all had that one kid. We've had many of those one kids that either pushed us to like the breaking point, and at least for me, I had a couple like that, or just the ones that let us feel like, all right, this is why I'm teaching. So there's stories that will make you laugh and cry and everything in between. But I like it because there are so many different stories in it. I think I have 35 educators that have vignettes and stories, and they fall under the theme of thrive. So people will actually understand what the letters and the word thrive stand for. But I don't know if you can see this at the beginning of the book, introduction.
By Jillian.
Oh,
yeah. So there are several of hers throughout this book, and lots of stories, lots of people, and I'm excited about it. People say, what's your favorite? I was excited about the first book, in other words, because a student did the cover and it's your first one. And again, so many, it's not just my story. So I'm hoping that a lot of people will read this book, especially around this time of year, just because you might be feeling like frustrated and exhausted and all of those things. Like even today, I was just like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to get through this day. But when you read those stories and you think about the kids that you've had that might have been in similar situations, and you don't necessarily realize the difference that you probably made, or the difference that they made on your life and how it changed you, I think that's something that's definitely needed. So I'm excited about it. I can't believe that it's this Friday. So yeah,
that's awesome.
So
it is awesome. And it's something, both of you, so proud of both of you to know you, and just to have these amazing, heartwarming, social, emotionally connected stories. Like I am seriously, can I enlarge the screen? Will you show Jillian's artwork again? I knew that you were creative, Jillian, but I'm just like seeing, this is amazing. Do you mind holding that up again? And I'm going to enlarge the screen so we can really get a good screenshot of that.
Me?
Oh, yeah.
Or her?
You too. Jillian, you pick out your favorite illustration and we'll showcase that too.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to keep it up there.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it large. Oops, but wrong.
That's not right.
There we go.
Can you read it?
Oh, I love that. Make up your mind.
No matter what comes your way, no matter how difficult, no matter how unfair, you will do more than simply survive. You will thrive in spite of it all.
I love that. And that's your quote, Jillian?
No.
It's just your artwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pulled out some quotes and then just asked a few different people to do some designs for it, in the book. And so that's one of several that she had done. So, but that's the one that opens the book. So, and it has thrive in it, which is what caught my attention. You know me in quotes, right?
Yes. That's great. Okay, Jillian, it's your turn. I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
All right. This is.
And I love where your room is. It's so beautiful. Okay.
Oh, thanks. It's my little office. It's just Liv, and she's in bed, and she says, "Don't let anyone take away your chance to be seen for what you really are."
Oh, that's beautiful.
Little broken starfish there.
Oh,
yeah. So beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. Well, ladies, we're coming to the end of our show, and you know what I always do, right? Rachelle, what do I do at the end of our show?
You say, we'll see you all on Friday. You laugh at me.
And I say, do you have any, yes. We're going to see you on Thrive O'Clock for sure. And we're going to be celebrating your new book birthday. I might be wearing another party hat. I'm not sure. And I do hope that everybody watching today will rejoin us at Thrive O'Clock on Friday. But it's okay if you missed the live recording because it's here. You can replay it and it's fun. We've been told that we're fun, right, Rachelle?
We have definitely been told that. Yeah.
Yes. And now, Jillian, you made it sassy today. Like, this is a good episode. But something I always do, what would you like to leave before we go? What are some words that you would like to leave with us today?
Me?
Yes.
Wow, some words. So I think one of the most inspiring things that has come out of all of this for me as far as the book, I have one student, and she's very, very, very shy, never talks, never speaks. A week ago, she came walking in the door and she just held the book up and she just handed it to me. And I said, do you want me to sign it? She goes, didn't say a word. I went back to my desk, signed it for her, brought it back to her. At her desk, she had lined up little seashells on her desk. She goes, these are from Marco Island. She goes, they're my favorite seashells. I wanted to show you.
Oh,
And since then, that was last week. Since then, she has brought in a seashell each day. And she shows her friends and she shows me and she talks about them. And it's like that, for me, if it was just that one breakthrough to a student that just needed a little confidence to start a conversation, I'm like, holy cow, a book, a seashell, boom, that's it. So that has made, if nothing else happens good from this, that made my whole year. So
that's amazing. It gave me goosebumps. Seriously.
Sweetest things.
It is sweet. So. And you've touched more than one person, I know already. So, but that is an amazing story.
Thanks.
Rachelle, how about you? Any last words before we see you at Thrive O'Clock on Friday?
No, I'm just thankful for Jillian joining in today. I kept hearing that popping. Did you notice that? You didn't hear anything? Okay, because there was like a sound, and I kept thinking you were like those things that send out the confetti. I imagine you with your party hat. I almost said potty hat. You with your party hat, but then I realized that it's the chat bot that keeps talking to me on Amazon.
Holy moly.
No, nothing. Just lots of things going on this week, lots of chats. And I know it's hard. I haven't joined in as many, but it seems like a lot of the topics are really good topics for like hope and gratitude and reflecting and just time to enjoy even just funny things like send a picture of your animals, or would you rather do this activity or something. So I think it's a good time to dive into some of those, just to take a break, even though it's screen time, but to do something where you're connecting with other people. So, or join in our community and share anything that you have. If you have books, and I have this set up for tomorrow, so that's kind of spoiler. If you've written books, if there's a book you recommend, any gift ideas for educators, because we're always looking for those. Or if you're crafty and you're making things, like I love to see, I buy a lot of, those arts and things. I go on Etsy or just locally owned places. So I know, Melody, you had the small business show last Thursday night, which was great for people to share what they're doing. So tomorrow is going to be I forget what I called it, but you'll see
Crafty
tomorrow.
Tuesday.
No, it might be Crafty Tuesday. I can't remember. So we'll see.
Right. Well, I want to say thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Barbara, and everybody who was watching with us today. We love you. We're so glad you're part of our community. And just like Rachelle said, just like Dr. Rachelle said, if you're not a part of our Thrive and EDU community and you're an educator and you'd like to be more connected, we are inviting you to facebook.com/groups/Thrive and EDU. And we hope you'll join us. Everybody, we'll see you at Thrive O'Clock on Friday. And until then, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.